Welcome back! Today we're going to be painting a galaxy. The first thing that you're going to want to do is start with a black canvas. So you can either start with a canvas that's already painted black, paint a white canvas black. Then next, you're going to want to get all of your colors. So for this, we're going to be using white, a bright pink, a very light blue, a dark purple, and so if you don't have dark purple, you can mix some black in with your purple, a dark blue, a lighter blue, and also some black. Use a sponge to start adding colors to your canvas. I just cut up a regular kitchen sponge into 8 pieces so that I had 1 piece of sponge for all of my colors. And I personally like to add the darker colors towards the corners of the canvas, but depending on how you want your galaxy to turn out, you might do it slightly differently than me. So I like to start with my blues and cover a majority of the canvas with the color blue. Once I'm happy with the blue on my canvas, I then go back in with some black to kind of blend it into the edges. Next, I'm going to add in some purple, and I add in the purple in the spot in between the black and the blue and blend that out with my sponge. And you can see here I ran out of that shade of purple, so I switched over to a different shade of purple, and I think it worked out okay. Then I went in and added 2 pink lines to kind of the outer portion of where my galaxy is going to be. And I just blended those in really well with the colors around them. Next, I added just 1 single line of this very light blue and blended that out a little bit. Then I went in with just a little bit of black to kind of blend everything together and add in some more of that black space. For this, I just added a very small amount of black to my sponge and blended everything in together. And we're just going to finish this up by adding our moon and our stars. So to make my moon, I just took some white paint and I made a circle. I made the circle smaller than I wanted the moon to end up being, so that way I could go back in and make it larger and get the shape that I wanted to. And so I painted this while it was still a little bit wet, and so that's why my moon is blending into my background so much, and that's the way that I wanted it to work. But if you don't want your moon to blend in your background and you want it to be very white and bright and prominent, wait until your background dries completely before moving on to this next step. And so you can see here, I'm just adding more white to one side of the moon, so it gives it a little bit of shading and some highlights. And once I was happy how my moon turned out, I added in some stars. I chose to just add some dots for my stars, so just really quick little dots on the canvas. But you could also use a toothbrush, and the way that you would do that is you would add some white to your toothbrush, and then you would flick the bristles onto your canvas. If you are choosing to do the toothbrush method, make sure you don't put too much white on your toothbrush, otherwise you'll get streaky lines. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed painting with me today. Comment below for what you want to see next.